One uses his hand openly and pushed on my neck in a sort of strangulation kind of forceful push.
Tonight, a local minister levels claims against Seattle police over an officer's actions Monday night at the Occupy Seattle protest at the port. That Columbia City Methodist minister says that he was only trying to keep the event peaceful, yet he says he was punched 3 to 5 times in the head by an officer. Capital 7's Chris Egger talked to the minister about what happened today.
Our cameras were at the Port of Seattle on Monday as the situation escalated between police and the Occupy protesters. The tension at this point was so high, Columbia City Minister John Helmier had decided to leave.
To be honest, I was scared. I thought something might happen. I thought some violence could erupt.
Instead, Helmier stayed. He says he wanted to act as a voice of peace between protesters and police.
So I started calling out to both sides, keep the peace, keep the peace, keep it nonviolent.
Then he was brought down from behind by a police officer. You see it happen in this Associated Press video. Out of camera range, just to the left, the minister, ordained by the United Methodist Church with a master's degree from Yale, says he was assaulted by Seattle police.
And an officer grabbed the back of my collar and pulled me backwards, and I fell and ended up on the ground on my stomach. He grabbed my hands behind my back and put a knee into my spine. So there's a laceration up here and some bruising and some cuts, and that was where my face was pressed there. And while that was happening, someone was punching me here. So some in the ear and then up in this area.
Helmier says he was bloodied, booked into jail, and released some 12 hours later. He's coming forward with the story now, not because he intends to sue Seattle police, but because he wants to see a change in attitude toward the Occupy movement.
I do believe that God is love, and that love stands against those things that oppress people and that deprive privilege from some and grant it in excess to others.
Helmier now has a complaint on file with the Seattle Police Department's Accountability Office. At this point, SPD has only made a general statement about the department's reaction to the protests. A spokesman says, quote, officers used that force which was necessary to ward off attacks and or to effect an arrest.
And the chaos that played out at the Port of Seattle Monday night helped shape an unusual choice for Time magazine's Person of the Year. The protester gets the nod for 2011. Time says dissidents and demonstrators are shaping politics around the world and here at home. The annual honor goes to the person the magazine